Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to the play date in the Asylum. I'm getting ready to work on some more stuff for my Asylum Journal for the Creatively Insane. And so I have a little bit of clip art and stuff, and at first I wasn't going to record, but I just thought, you know what, why not? And I just want to kind of idle these up. And I've already taken just some vintage photo and went around the edges and distressed them. And as well as a little bit of this broken china distress oxide ink. And but I want to add some texture on here. And I also took a Posca pen and kind of went around the edges of, you know, just kind of highlighted some of the letters and things like that, the details inside each one of these. So, but of course, you know, I want to add some grunge and extra different things like that on here. Now these glasses, I'm probably, I don't know if I want to do glossy accents or UV resin. I'll probably just do UV resin because it's quicker. Or I might even just do clear detail embossing powder. That's probably what I'll do, is just clear detail embossing powder on that. So, these are going to be getting different things. Let's see, let me move these out of the way. So first up, I want to try to get some texture on here. This is like your little diamond plate thing. I'm just experimenting, so I don't know. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to take my embossing pen, the clear embossing pen, and I'm going to be using some clear detail embossing powder on here. And it's just to get these little shapes raised up. And then I'm going to add some color in afterwards. So we're just going to see what happens. I'm trying to hurry because I know there's a window of time that you have when you're playing with embossing and using this little pen. I think I got all of them. I'm just going back over just in case. Alright. Just going to take some clear detail embossing powder, go over it right quick, and then we're going to add some more stuff on here. Okay, and I'm just going to go back over it again just to make it raised up even more. Because sometimes when you do that, it just adds dimension when you do it more than one time. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Okay, so now I don't know if I'm going to help or hinder, but I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to try to go around some of this raised up part of the diamond plate. Like I said, I don't know if it's helping or hindering, but I just wanted to kind of get some color on there. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, well then we've got that. Then I wonder, I guess I could add, I'm gonna add some of this vintage photo embossing and see what that does. I'm waiting on my heating tool to cool down. I don't know why it does that. Like it gets to a certain temperature, I guess, and it just stops working. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and prep some of my other ones. So let's see. With these, I'll probably just stick, since they're black, I'm just going to add some just regular detail embossing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add some, yeah, I'll do detail embossing first. I'm gonna do different layers. Let's see. Because I'm gonna add some grungy stuff on there too, but I want to first make sure I seal in the original colors that I'm striving for. which is like our dark, like the black on here, you know, around these shapes and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some embossing powder. So that's what I'm going to do with some of these that are going to be using clear detail embossing. I'm just going to go ahead and prep it, and then when my heating tool is ready to heat, then I can emboss all of this at the same time. Okay, so here these are. And I want to add some more textures on here. As for this red, I want to add, let's see. Oh, where did I put my red? And this is Crackling Campfire. Gotta wait again. So while I'm waiting on that, we're going to add, move these over here, some texture paste. I think I'm going to add a little bit of grit paste on this. Hopefully it won't be too big, because of with this being such a small size pipe, I'm hoping that the grit won't be too small. Use some of this grit paste. And I'm just going to use just a little old tiny bit. I think I'm going to add a little bit of it on here as well. I think I'll do some crackle paste translucent instead of opaque on some of these. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it on this one. And I'm just gonna kind of let that dry some. A little bit on this. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit of color, some of this antique linen. I hope I'm not going to mess this up. I'm just going to add a little bit. I should probably add a little bit of this translucent crackle paste. on this. Let's see what happens. That's going to probably get completely covered up. I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. Just in certain areas. And for these glasses, while I'm waiting on this to finish drying, finish cooling down, I think I'm going to add some acetate in between these, and then I'm just going to color the acetate while I'm waiting to emboss. Okay, so I found a little piece, and then I'm just going to take, I'm going to see if there's anything left on here that's still wet or damp. Any colors? No. We'll get that in a minute. I think I'm just going to use a drop of dandelion, which is like a yellowish. I just need literally just a drop. And I'm going to see how that does, just to kind of tint these glasses. And then I might add like, a little aquamarine just to see, just a dab. I just want to see what it's going to do. Might just dab this in it, and then I will just mix that around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but add a little bit of that yellow. Alright, so I'm going to use some art glitter glue, and I'm just going to glue this. Alright, and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna glue this to the back of this. And then I'm gonna cut it out. And see how you can see the white right there? I'm just going to take a Posca pen and fix that. Now we're just going to take the embossing tool and dry these. Now I'm going to use some walnut stain. Okay, so while we're waiting on the heating tool, I'm going to go ahead and create, this is going to become like an embellishment, like a piece of, like a jewelry finding embellishment. So I'm just going to punch a little hole. I'm going to add this eyelet. I'm going to go ahead and add on a jump ring. And then I'm just going to add some resin. Okay, so I think I'm done. Here's what we have. I'm just going to show you one by one. We have our little caution sign, caution enter, play date, and on risk. And like I said, I got these off of Canva, and I just kind of created it myself. Some of them I created. I didn't create this one myself. This one was already made like that. And then we added, I just added the grunge and the different mixed media, embossing, and the crackle paste, and the grit paste. And I'm probably gonna do something else with this. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Should I even take the chrome? I'm gonna leave it alone because I was going to. I have a chrome pen, but I feel like if I even do that, I'm just gonna mess it up. I'm not even gonna do that. I probably should have did the chrome pen first and then put this stuff over top, but it's okay because we can still work with that. And then we have our little pipes, or a pipe, and like our little hazmat looking signs, and recycle. Let's see if you can see it better that way. And then this one, creatively under construction. It just looks dirty and like it's been out in the weather and in a factory. And I love my little glasses. I really do. These turned out pretty cool. So adding that. If you didn't have any resin, you could do glossy accents, or you could have just left it just as is. But I'm probably going to hang this as like a dangle on one of the pages or something. I don't know yet. But I'm glad to have these to accompany the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be adding to the journal. That was a combination of what was gifted to me and what some of the things that I've already made. I'm going to be adding some of these. This one, this little owl was gifted to me from Kristen, and I can't wait to use this. And then I'm just going to I just found some different things I'm just going to be adding in here. I had already made some of these on a previous video last year, and then this one I had made for Junk Journal. I forgot what it's called. Junk Journal July, or no, it had been January. Junk Journal January, because yeah. And yeah, so I'll be adding this in there. And then our little door for Crea8. So, and then this was for the Asylum Journal. And I did this one last year for Crea8. I think I'm going to put this in the front because I like that vintage kind of look. So it's going to look like that's the Asylum, even though it's a house, but still it has that rugged look. And I'm going to be, I like how these letters, the stencil, Kristen also gave this to me. It's probably from Defember, but I like how the letters are all kind of twisted around. And so I'm going to be using some of that, some of those on the pages. And yeah, so that's going to be on my next project. And we'll figure some of that out, how some of that looks, you know, in here. Yeah. But the main thing was getting our little stuff, our little itty bitty embellishments to go on some of the pages along with that other stuff. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you so much for watching.